Hello everyone and welcome back to my videos. Today I'm going to talk about SBLC, which is I got some people send me questions and ask me if I know anything about the SBLC, which is yes I do, because our company do also work with SBLC bonds, medium term bonds, bank guaranteed, all of that. So SBLC means standby letter of credit. That's what SBLC. And people use it for projects. You can get an SBLC from the banks by paying a fee. Depends on which bank you deal with, they charge you a fee. And you get an SBLC for you to go ahead and do a project. You take that SBLC and you can take it to your monetizer, which is we use to monetize that. We monetize it. Some banks, they monetize it for 60% of the face value, 70%, 80%. Depends which bank is coming from. And I'm going to explain to you. So the standby letter of credit, which is the SBLC, normally comes from people who prefer to have from the top 20 banks in the world, such as Barclays Bank, HSBC, Credit Suisse, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citibank, all of these Deutsche Banks. All of these banks are very well, the top 20 banks. Many people, they fall. That is, somebody come and give them an SBLC, and mostly comes, and I would say, let me correct that. A lot of the SBLC are circulating around. Then 95% of them are not real and fake. Why? They are circulating around from a broker to brokers. But if you are looking for an SBLC, you can receive an SBLC and get it directly from the bank by paying the bank the fees. Depends of what you have in your relationship with the bank. And they will give you an SBLC for 550 million, 500 million, 100 million, depends. And you pay a fee. Some banks, they charge 4%. Some banks, they charge 12%. And it depends to the SBLC. Some SBLC is a fresh cut. It means it's directly come from the bank. And some SBLC is a season. It means being around. So therefore, the SBLC being around, it's more money. The issue of the bank issue for you an SBLC for 1 year and 1 day with an option to renew it for your project. You must provide the project. Anyone comes to you and brought you an SBLC, say, hey, I have an SBLC. Do not believe in that, because the way we receive the SBLC or the way we accept the SBLC is a conditions. One, we have to receive, that's me, if I have an SBLC, my banker will send me an email confirming that is that particular bank. Let's say, for example, Barclays Bank is ready, willing, and able to send me, to issue me an SBLC, providing that is I have the funds or the projects and whatever it is. That banker there, he will send this information or this email to me. I send that to the monetizer, and the real SBLC, they come directly from the bank to the monetizer. Anybody come and tell you I have an SBLC and send you a copy of SBLC or a letter confirmation from bank, that is not real. That is a fake, because banks do not even send letters no more. Everything by Swift, by messages through the Swift. So anyone comes in and say, hey, I have this Swift, this is an SBLC, and I need to get that. And don't waste your time, because the brokers have that all over, and practically the owner of the SBLC doesn't even know that is his BLC or a copy of it somebody got on the, it's been circling around. But the SBLC, you can get it directly from your banker if you have a good relationship with the banker, and if you have a good relationship or financial project to support your financial need. And the banks will give you an SBLC. Of course, it's SBLC. Most of the SBLC got to be backed by cash, or if it's not cash, is a tangible asset. And the bank will give it to you. A lot of investors, of course, they do that. They'll give you an SBLC and they charge you high interest, so they make money because that SBLC is backed by a cash. They have it in the bank, and that particular bank will issue that SBLC. But do not take an SBLC or bother with it or waste your time. That's came from individual or a company say, hey, we have this SBLC. If they have that SBLC, simple as that, you request an RWA from the banker, directly from the bank email to the owner of the SBLC or to the receiver, and approve of funds. That can come directly from the bank. From the bank goes to your banker to banker. That's the only way we do it, bank to bank, without any middle people. There is a middle people that's they're real, we protect them, but we deal directly, principal to principal, bank to bank. Thank you all very much, and I look forward for the next video.